So the question we were going to ask is, if you could pick between which power to get, which one would you get? Because in the DC and Justice League specifically, they have two characters who have powers that were granted to them.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a lifestyle like Batman or Wonder Woman or any of that. It was Green Lantern, his ring, or Shazam's powers. So my question is, which one would you want to get?
As much as Shazam's powers seems cool, I'm taking Green Lantern.
Why?
Having like your willpower, I don't think anybody could really like stop that but you. Shazam, like that's somebody can stop that. You have Black Adam.
But that's one person. There's like different. There's green, which is willpower.
You have
then
green. You have the yellow ring. You have the red ring. You have the blue ring.
Violet.
Yeah.
And then like, if you're able to master all of the like the rings, you can become like the White Lantern.
Yeah.
You're Superman or Hal Jordan.
Yeah, Hal Jordan, he's what's his name, like Parallax or some shit like that. I think it's something along those lines. But like he's like the superior like OG.
Oh, okay. So you said the Green Lantern ring. I would also say that, but it comes with like a lot of responsibility.
Absolutely. And I wanted just to say the what's that shit? In Brightest Days, Blackest Night. Just to say that every time. Yeah, I'm taking that.
But Shazam's powers is fire. Can you argue that Shazam has better powers than a Green Lantern, or you don't think so?
Strength wise, maybe. Like just pure strength, yeah. But besides that, Green Lantern might have that one up.
Okay. Well, so if we put Shazam versus Green Lantern, who do you think is coming out with the dub?
I gotta go with Green Lantern.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't be mad at that. I can honestly see it going either way. I have more faith in Shazam though, because he has a bigger arsenal of powers. He's like Superman with magic, and Green Lantern's not touching Superman at all.
I don't know.
Them contracts is not working.
I don't
Superman,
know.
bro.
I don't know. Green Lantern, he could do damage to Superman.
He could do damage, but he's not beating Superman.
Shazam's not beating Superman.
Shazam has a better chance beating Superman than Green Lantern. The magic, bro. The magic.
It's the magic.
But all right, I'll give you that one. I'll let that one slide.
Plus Shazam, I feel like he has a whole arsenal of magic that he hasn't had access to, that he hasn't used, and this can segue into that part. But I feel like this segues into Shazam, and we can get into it later.
Yeah.
But a part of him in the Shazam movie that they pointed out is that he hasn't like graduated in his powers yet.
Yeah.
They pointed out, and I kind of liked it. They pointed out in the movie that his wisdom hasn't came yet, which I don't like, because all his powers are supposed to become instant once he turns into Shazam. But I do like that they pointed that out, that his wisdom might come later.
I feel like in the movie, like in the movie franchise for Shazam, I feel like he's still, when he turns Shazam, I think you made this point probably like a few episodes back, but he still acts like Billy.
Yeah.
Instead of being like Shazam, like I'm a grown ass adult, but it's still, oh, I'm Shazam. Now it's like, okay, well, can I fly? Like, what can I do?
Yeah.
Instead of like, okay, I have all this strength and power and wisdom. Let me go, use this. But he's still acting like, how old is he? Like 12, 13, 14?
In this one, he was like 16. In the second one, he was like 16 or something like that.
It's still acting like a kid. You would think you have the wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not looking good for him.
Nah, and I respect what Zachary Levi is doing. Like, he's trying to make the better family Shazam movie by being more childlike, because that comes with the jokes and shit like that, but it's not consistent. So the consistency has to come before everything.
If they were in the MCU, that would work perfectly. That's their shtick. That's their thing. But for DC, nah.
No. I don't think it still will work. Like, I mean, in terms of like how the two actors act. But I get what you're saying. The more comedy part would work. But I brought that up because I think I don't know if I'm a lazy or a dickhead or whatever, but I think getting Shazam's powers or getting a ring is the only way I'd be a superhero. The only way.
Yikes! Why?
Because
you don't want to go through the Batman training.
All right.
not just the like most superheroes go through some shit. Batman's a great example. Traumatic experience.
Are all on the spectrum.
Facts.
I mean, wait, hold on. Does Shazam not technically go through some shit?
Well, he's an orphan, so yes.
And does Green Lantern not go through like my man's?
I'm talking about straight powers. The Batman, the traumatic stuff. It only brings it up because that's part of Batman, how he becomes Batman. Shazam doesn't need to be an orphan or doesn't need to have gone through some shit to be Shazam. That makes sense. Or maybe he does. Maybe the trials and tribulations make him able to be superhero worthy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If Billy Batson was a rich kid with two parents, you don't think he wouldn't have got blessed by the wizard?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
You don't think a rich kid could, have the heart of gold?
No, absolutely.
I don't think so.
Case in point, look at Black Adam. Black Adam, like that man was like in poverty.
Yeah, he was a slave. The most poverty.
No rich kid is getting the power of Shazam. And Green Lantern, like he kind of got his ring on some. A lantern had died. Yeah. He crashed his plane and he was on the verge of dying as well, and it just happened to go his way.
I thought that that ring had went to Earth because he had already knew that the guy was dying. So the ring was like, I'm gonna just take you to the next guy.
He was in the sector. I think the original story is he was in the sector and then it took him to Earth to hand off the ring.
So it wasn't totally random. Yeah. It wasn't totally random, I thought.
Yeah.
But
but if the prior Green Lantern was a little bit stronger, would have Hal Jordan ever become a Green Lantern?
No.
Food shit.
But that's the only thing that can get me up, because if you Wonder Woman, you got to go through years of training. Cyborg, you have to literally die.
But I think for Wonder Woman, like she didn't really have like a actual like traumatic like event for her. Like, I'm Wonder Woman. It's just I was born with this.
Yeah, but she had to grind train and learn how to kill somebody every day for her life.
I mean, that comes with the territory.
Yeah, of being a Wonder Woman, I don't want to be that, or being an Amazonian, I don't want to do all that. I'd rather just give me the power and I can just level up. You know what I mean?
But I would take her backstory over like anybody, because she's just born with it. Superman, that man literally, his whole entire he was born with it, but his entire planet just crumbled.
Yeah, that's the most traumatic. Like he lost his whole planet. Yeah, but he still lost his planet.
He was a baby.
So?
What does that mean?
Your parents dying at a young age. He's literally Billy Batson.
All right.
No.
All right.
Except he got the good orphanage.
His planet died. His whole planet blew up.
And he was a baby when it happened.
No.
And then he was raised by
aliens.
His entire self.
He was raised by aliens his whole life.
Yes, but he was raised his entire life. If Billy Batson was a rich kid, he'd be Superman. Superman literally had the rich kid life.
Did he? I mean, he lived on a farm.
He had his powers his whole life. He always knew about his powers. He was a taken care of child.
I mean, you're making a good point. You're making a good point.
Boy Scout image of a superhero.
I guess.
You're making a good point.
Except injustice.
Yikes.
But, and I've always hated that interpretation of Superman, and hate is a big word. Hate is a strong word, but I mean this when I say it. That Superman is unrealistic. If you grew up your whole life with superpowers, being better than everyone you're around, you would turn out more like, not Homelander, not like a psychopath, but you would have more of an ego to you.
What, the Injustice Superman?
No, Superman in general. Superman as a character. They play with that in the New 52.
Yeah.
Have him he has more of like an ego, more of like quarterback, star captain type of vibe, which I think is the perfect version of Superman. It's not dickhead, but he knows in his head I'm better than you.
Superman
if that makes sense.
Has that personality. Even when you think about
you just said he was a Boy Scout.
No, I mean like he's Golden Boy energy.
Okay.
Like he's class president, but he's still like he's always had that ego. Like even when you think about like
Smallville
Justice League, or Smallville's. Needless to say, when he joined the football team, he was a fucking problem.
He knew. His dad even told him, "Yo, calm down, relax. Like, do not go crazy. Just pull it back a little bit." He knew.
Even in the Justice League TV show.
Yeah, when he fought.
Darkseid showed up, he was like, "Yo, I be holding my shit back on everybody else, but with you, I can go all out."
Yeah,
that was ego.
Or was it being real?
Regardless, If it's real, it comes with ego.
Fair enough. That doesn't take away the point that it would be suck to have his powers for multiple reasons. The first reason is you always have a target on your back because you're the big gun, so everyone's always going to be looking out for you. And two, you're easily defeated by multiple things: magic, kryptonite, red sun. Like you got all these weaknesses.
Well, I wouldn't say red sun's an easy like defeat. You have to actually like go and put in work to grab the red sun.
I don't know if it was like this. It was like an alternate verse. It was like Superman was a Russian.
Yeah, and Batman.
And Batman was also, they were like Russian instead of American.
Yeah.
And Batman mimicked Red Sun with red light. Trapped this nigga in a red light room.
But it's Batman though. Like he has resources and he's smart and he's rich.
Still, it's just a lot of weaknesses walking around while also being the big dog. You know what I mean?
Fair point. I mean, but you could say Shazam has like kind of that same target.
But one nigga has this nigga his name on a ticket, and that's Black Adam. And at a point I just found out in the New 52, Black Adam gets defeated by Billy Batson in the first comic book.
Yeah.
Billy Batson basically, or Shazam, turns into Billy Batson, and he tells Black Adam, "You can't fight me straight up. Like I'm a kid. Like turn off your powers and let's fight like men." And Shazam turns off his powers, and he instantly like goes into dust because his powers were keeping him alive this whole time.
Yeah.
So even someone like Black Adam could be tricked into like losing his powers easily.
Billy Batson outsmart you is crazy.
That is crazy. But then after that, what do you have? Who do you have to fight as Shazam?
I honestly don't know his like villains. Right? I really don't know his villains. So that's
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
like I don't think he has that many villains like outside of Black Adam.
Yeah, they tried to have like these witches be his villain in the Shazam 2.
Yeah.
Quick question. So, what's her name? Megan Good.
Fine as.
Megan Good's fine as hell.
Fine as hell.
And I got a question. So she's a little girl when she turns into Shazam.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So is that weird if niggas find her attractive once she turns into? I'm just asking the question nobody seems to be talking about.
And this is our last episode.
You telling me she says Shazam and turns into Megan Good? And we just supposed to be okay with that?
I can't answer that.
I just food for thought. That other girl basically I think she's the only character who
Plays both of them?
both of them. She's bad as hell too.
She is.
But I just think that's funny that she transforms into just her with a costume,
Yeah.
but this little girl turns into Megan Good.
I mean,
Crazy. Anyway, Megan Good looks great, by the way, in the movie. Fantastic.
good as
Megan
fuck.
Good or Kerry Washington.
Megan Good. I've been crushing on Megan Good since like forever. Like
Stomp the Yard?
Yeah, Stomp the Yard. Wasn't she in Love Don't Cost a Thing?
Y'all are tripping. Cousin Skeeter. It's before your time, my bad.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Grandpa.
Skeeter used to come on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Okay.
And Megan Good was the love interest.
My Wife and Kids, like, I've been needed that.
It was in My Wife and Kids.
She was original Vanessa before the light skinned girl.
No, she wasn't.
She was.
Chill out.
She was.
That was that
She
girl who looked like Coco Jones. She was the original one.
Nah,
she was darker than Megan Good.
Megan Good was the original Vanessa that was dating Junior. And then, like, I think something that happened.
I thought you meant the sister.
No, not the
I thought
sister.
she was
Nah.
the big sister,
Nah. She
Okay.
dated
Sounds
Junior.
about right.
Yeah.
She dated Junior?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Telling you, Megan Good had
Megan Good always be dating the dork characters.
The door characters. Was it
Stomp the Yard.
He
That nigga was a
dorky?
dork. That nigga was a dork.
In terms of like it being in the movie.
Yeah, in that movie wise, he was a dork.
But he was pop locking in the hood with Chris Brown. How could
And
you?
his brother, and he got shot. Well,
Yeah,
his brother got
how
shot.
can you be a dork and you getting shot over breakdancing?
Hey, niggas die every day, B.
You tough, right? You tough, right? You be all right.
Right, niggas die every day.
God damn. But okay, so Greenland. So is it the willpower one that you're?
Let me go back to that for a second. Has there ever been a moment where Green Lantern has had the upper hand on somebody like Superman?
I don't recall. I always remember Superman getting into that ass, to be honest. Because those
I definitely remember Shazam grabbing this dude and picking him up and screaming Shazam, Shazam, Shazam as a
All right.
Superman in his chest.
Absolutely.
I remember that too, but let's calm down. Let's calm down.
Green Lantern ever have a win
But
against somebody like Superman?
in that defense, Superman was holding back just a little.
Well, he holds back on everybody.
And then as a Green Lantern, especially as a human Green Lantern, most of your constructs are going to be human shit, which Superman is easily able to like break through. Like it'd be different if you were an alien and you would be able to construct some alien shit.
You know what?
To fuck with Superman, but as Superman, what are you gonna do? I mean, as Green Lantern, what are you gonna do? Like make a drill, make a you know what I mean? Like a Gatling gun. There's only so much you can do, as a human. Exactly.
Okay. It says Green Lantern. Nope, never mind. Yeah, I can't even. Damn.
I like Green Lantern though, but I don't think his powers come close to Shazam. And then there's more responsibility on top of that. It's like every now and then I'm going to be at Earth, but most of the time I got other sectors I got to take care of. You know what I mean? It's a whole ass responsibility. Unlike being Shazam, I can just be on Earth.
All right. I looked on Screen Rant and said Green Lantern can beat Superman with pure power, not just tricks. But
he'd have to be. I mean, he'd have to be that nerfed. I mean, that super buffed Green Lantern that comes out in the comic books once every 8 years.
So, all right, which Green Lantern we're talking about like Kyle, what's his name? Kyle Rayner, or
isn't Hal Jordan the strongest Green Lantern?
Hal Jordan, John Stewart,
stronger than John Stewart.
Yeah, he's stronger.
He is.
I fuck with John Stewart, but yeah.
Hal Jordan's the pivotal.
Oh, okay.
Pivotal Green Lantern out of everybody.
I guess John Stewart's just my favorite, my personal favorite.
He's my favorite too. Like, he's my favorite. But I mean, like, what Green Lantern are we talking about? If we're talking about Hal Jordan, I think
Jordan. He's the only one who has a puncher's chance.
I think he could beat Superman.
But he has zero magic. So what is he gonna really do? You know, he can stop him temporarily.
Right. I mean, Superman is invulnerable. I mean, indestructible. He's not invincible. You hit the nigga hard enough, he's gonna feel it.
That doesn't mean it's gonna set him down.
You just gotta imagine 16 trains hitting this nigga in his jaw.
And you think 16 Trains is gonna stop Superman?
Matter of fact,
the world beater.
That movie,
hot take.
That movie, I think it's like the New 52. It was like one of the Justice League movies when Superman first met everybody. Green Lantern was kind of giving Superman a little bit of work, but
yo, what movie are you talking about?
It was when Darkseid came to Earth for the first time in the New 52 animated series.
Oh.
Yeah, he for like a few minutes he was giving Superman like a few minutes. And I'm being generous. It was like a few seconds, but
because I remember in that movie, at one point, Green Lantern was holding a shield for dear life as Superman is just punching it across the city. Just doom, doom. And then Batman had to step in and be like, listen, he hits hard, but he won't kill us. So let's just relax.
See, that's all I'm saying.
For now.
That was Justice League War, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Green Lantern was a fucking joke that entire movie.
That's true.
He was. Because when he came to Darkseid just smacked him.
Yeah, he was like, I got it. Yeah.
That nigga in that movie. Hal Jordan was a running gag.
Yeah, he was.
They did him dirty.
What's his name? Batman had stole his ring. And he was like, Green Lantern was like, I bet you can't do that again. And Batman was like, when I want to, I can. I was like, God damn.
Can you imagine Batman with the Green Lantern ring?
Yes. I actually know he got the yellow one.
Yeah, he got the one. Yeah.
Which is a perfect match for him, honestly. Batman, he'd actually...
in the
Justice, right?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Okay. He was playing both sides.
That boy would be... Yeah, he would actually clean up Gotham if he had a yellow ring with him.
I don't think there would be a Gotham left, to be honest.
You don't think so?
No. Absolutely not.
Nah, if he won with a yellow ring, it would be red. There wouldn't be a Gotham left. There would be no villains in Gotham if he had yellow.
Fair point. Fair point. Because I don't think there'd be like a Joker, Riddler, Bane.
He would have got them up there.
Oh, that man. Arkham would be burned down at some point.
With all the villains in it? That's how you got to do it. You got to trap all of them in there and just burn that bitch to the ground.